Welcome to the Sour Side with your host, AD. Today, I'm going to be discussing how I became a Texans fan, and you'll soon see that the path I walked to become one is anything but straight. Now, born in Odessa and living in Texas most of my life, being a football fan's a given. But that's not where this story starts. No. This story starts with my mom going to high school in Illinois and the whole family being rabid St. Louis Cardinals fans. Now, as luck would have it, the family moved to Odessa in the early 70s where she met my dad. After several rejections, he bet her that his Cowboys were going to beat her Cardinals in the upcoming game. She agreed that if the Cowboys won, she would go out on a date with him. Lucky for me, the Cowboys actually won that game. Now, a house divided won't stand long, so soon the Cowboys fan was out of our life, and that left plenty of room for me to be indoctrinated into Cardinals fandom. At home, my grandpa and uncles were making sure that my love of Cardinals football stayed strong. Back then, we still had pull-tab beer and thought it was okay to drink Coors from a can. What my family also didn't realize was that I had secretly started falling in love with the Bears. I put the blame squarely on the refrigerator William Perry. Now, not only did he turn me into a Bears fan, but he helped me understand why everyone should love the defense. Bex and I met in 1985 when my family moved to Houston. Now, for the first time, I lived in a city that had their very own football team. Honestly, though, I still love the Bears, and their Super Bowl shuffle and aggressive playing style kept me a Chicago fan. 1987 came and the St. Louis Cardinals were moved to Arizona. This devastation led to the family becoming Houston Oilers fans. At least Oilers fans hated the Cowboys. The same old rivalry could be held on to if nothing else. I was able to attend my first football game in the Astrodome, Houston Oilers versus the Buffalo Bills. In 1988, the fourth largest city in the United States lost its football team. And to salt the wound, the damn Titans turned right around and won the Super Bowl in 1999. In 2002, Houston finally got a new football team. Sunday family football gatherings could finally begin again. Now, as Bex will mention in her segment later, the Texans got off to a rough start. Texans went out and got themselves a quarterback with their first overall draft pick. They needed to go find some 30-year-old second-string guy that knew how to grind a ball down the field. Instead, we picked up David Carr. Now, don't get me wrong, I still burn a candle in my heart for David Carr. I am ashamed and embarrassed about how we ruined him. We had no O-line. None. You can't put a passing quarterback behind a shit O-line and expect him to perform. Then add in the fact that our defense couldn't stop a Kia, let alone a freight train, and fans were in for some rough years. 4 years under Dom Capers' leadership left us with 18 wins and 46 losses. In 2003, the Texans were lucky enough to draft Andre Johnson, and the fact that he stayed with us gave me a lot of hope. In 2006, we finally got head coach Gary Kubiak. I believe this was the beginning of our turnaround. 2007 led to our acquisition of quarterback Matt Schaub, who in my opinion is the best play-action guy in the league. It certainly helps that now he has Arian Foster, Ben Tate, Andre Johnson, and Owen Daniels on the field. Our defense was still hurting though, and you can tell by their draft choices that the Texans have been trying to fix this issue for some time. Mario Williams, Brian Cushing, Kareem Jackson, J.J. Watt, and Whitney Merciless are 5 of our last 7 first-round draft picks. The 2011 hiring of Wade Phillips was the clearest sign yet that the importance of our defense had been recognized. With the improvements, the 2011 season showed that the Texans were strong enough to not only survive losing several key players to injuries, but to win the AFC South Championship with rookie quarterback TJ Yates at the helm. Thanks to social media and Texans outside linebacker Connor Barwin, Texans defense now has a theme song and are referred to as the Bulls on Parade. The theme song, plus the quiet, hardworking nature of the Texans' offensive side of the ball, plus the boisterous, crushing defense remind me of a team that I loved as a little girl. A team with a song, a dance, and a Super Bowl ring on their finger. I'm sure the fridge would be happy to know that this Texans fan is ready to bring back the shuffle.